Hello potion makers, it's me again. Apparently, whatever bug has been blocking us from advancement has been fixed. So today, let's do some advancement in the Ways of Alchemy. But before that, it seems we have something new here. We can actually see how many servants we have. And apparently, we can make a homunculus somehow. I imagine that's gonna be relevant once we advance. Also, we got this guy. He's about to have his 4th scar, and that should give him rather high chance of just dying. Let's see. Oh, and he's dead. Left behind the death scent and the rumor of death. Interesting. Oh, right, forgot. I also got this corpse that I need to get rid of. Okay, so it is in my best interest not to let this happen. Okay. Now, as for advancement, got a straw Stonehenge here. And the Kraken Falls. And since the Kraken Falls has Void, Pain and Mirror, I think if I get another Landsnacht, they should be able to get through this with little potion assistance. And I was thinking, since the Draw Stonehenge is only a level 6 adventure, I can probably make a student do it, because they come with high veil. Don't currently have any silvers to spare for that, so gonna make the Kraken Falls first. Okay. Got way too many corpses here. What's this? Skull of Skald. The skull of a Clipot Skald who journeyed with his tribe across many lands. After his death, verses of his ballads were carved upon the bone, for the Clipot believed that in this way the dead continued to sing in the afterlife, and the names will show mercy to them. Fortunately, some of those songs describe in great detail the routes of their travels. Bring it to the study station to decipher its meaning. Okay. Path key. So apparently, this is what we have in terms of progression. Because it used to be, when you do all the maps, it just gives you the next one. And apparently now you have to do a little bit of legwork. Ooh. Found a cozy kitchen. This is the level 2 upgrade. So before that, I would need to send someone here to the forest to get the first upgrade. Well, at least good to see that it's working as intended. Okay. Field kitchen, quality materials, fried ginseng, liquid fire and the gold. Yeah, I do have a liquid fire stashed away. I can probably do that. Now, just need someone for the forest. And I'm actually going to let this peasant go hungry and see which one of these he grabs first. Because apparently that gives a bit of an extra buff. Yeah, it would be all too easy if they were also decomposable, like the regular corpses. But I guess that is the point. You can just toss them away and be done with it. Okay, how does this work? Bathe the skull in albedo until the tiny script pales like morning frost. Place stuff paper beneath and hum the skull's melody above it. The condensate falls in lines, and along the margins the paths appear. Dust with bone powder and shake off the excess. A map of the singing valleys printed by voice is yours. Okay, so this is how you're getting this big map. Now in this version, okay, I understand. So if I send someone to the singing valleys, I would get another path key. And that should be level 3. So I guess that is the incentive of you upgrading your study station. Okay, I see it. Kinda like it. Requires you to equally progress with everything before moving on. I still would like to have some uses for these miscellaneous cores that I will probably never get to use. Okay, big guy, let's see what you got. Pain, song, mirror, void. Oh, you're actually rather decent. Let's see, if I give you void, that should be good enough. And then I would need to brew mirror potions, which I can currently. Whereas, if I were to improve your mirror, I get a +6 here. That would still not guarantee that you succeed. Well, it's the same with void, really. Yeah, let's give you a sensor. We'll put you up to 7 void. And maybe if I give you an aesthetic... No, which one was it? I think if you drink a potion, you always gain +1 to that pillar. Let's put that to the test real quick. Yeah, always increases and gives you sometimes another quality. That should be good enough, I think. Yeah, but an aesthetic potion gives you toughness. Any injury less than the character's toughness has a lower chance of leaving a scar. Well, it's hard to get less than level 1, but okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, you're automatically grabbing this one, huh? How about no? Alright. Oop, got a breath of consumption again. And now we do know that it gives a random follower a scar if we don't take care of it. There we go. Free money. Okay, you are done. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, now we're forcefully getting everything that you should be getting when you're playing a fresh game. Okay, so field kitchen. Needs 1 pain potion. Okay, I can do that probably. Do I just not pay? What happens if I don't pay taxes? I mean, I know what happens in real life, but here in the game. Because you're not the Inquisitor. You shouldn't be giving me inculpation. Doesn't say anywhere here. Yeah, you know what? Just out of curiosity, I am not going to pay taxes this season. Okay, one kitchen coming up. Gonna grab some more maps here. Oh, and I wasn't looking. Well, that's unfortunate. The kitchen is ready. Let's see. Pretty nice. Oh, and I can go immediately upgrade it. Let's do just that. Unfortunately, you don't update dynamically, so me spending all this money isn't gonna help me. But oh well. Okay, and the crowstone needs an igredor. Okay, is it gonna be really just that? You need the Ascension base to continue with the maps. That's actually pretty sensible. I like that. Now this looks like an actual kitchen. And now we can add spices. Almost any ingredient. Okay. Now, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Because I am thinking if you can give any ingredient a spice, then it is one more way to get rid of unwanted criminal stuff. That should be quite funny indeed. Alright, got the stuff. Now, let's see. No, not this one. This one. There we go. Okay, what did we get? By not paying taxes, we gained a bad reputation. Okay, so basically, it's not even that big a deal. As long as you keep track of both the tax collectors and the Inquisitor's timers, which I have completely neglected, so I will probably get in trouble for this one. But no matter. Oh hey, look at that. You actually need corrosive acid. What amazing luck I have here. Okay, now we gain this map again. Are one of you going to despawn? Let's see. Apparently not. Well, that's interesting and fairly useless. And we gain the suffering. Okay then. For you I would need to make the albedo. That's gonna take a little while. So let's use the kitchen. Let's put a good old turnip here. We can put one garnish, which can be roots, meats, water. I'm guessing you're making soup in that case. Potions or concentrates. Okay, turnip and water makes a warm potage, which gives you the cook ability. Finally get to see what this one does. Food restores more hunger. Not really. Wait, is it food that you make or food that you eat? You know what? Let's put the hallucinogenic stuff into the soup. That gives it a little bit of a kick. Adding a bit more void to this dish might make it better. And it turns it into mirror buff. Okay, so spices, ingredient or portion. And garnish is the above mentioned. Yeah, that kinda breaks the recipe, if you pick out the middle one. I do wonder if it will still use up the spice. Or not. Not really wanting to risk that. Let's go with the original idea. A little bit of spiced turnip soup. Oh, it's done very fast. That's nice. Up, and you are starving. I guess that answers my question of whether camping during an expedition would refill the hunger meter. I think it really should be doing that, since you're already giving them the food and they're eating it. I don't know. Oh, we cooked a complex and an advanced dish. Double achievements. Okay. Well, it's not too much of a boost compared to the regular turnip. Oh, and you're already eating it. Okay then. Ooh, hold on here. This actually gives you 3 mirror. Oh, that's actually pretty big. I put in the kuka seeds. That was 6 mirror. So it's either about the complexity of the dish or half the aspect of it, what you put into it. We're gonna have to experiment a little bit with that. You used up the potion. Unfortunate. That was kinda what I was banking on. You did have decent void. Okay, let's keep cooking here. You need to cycle through these ones. Okay, these two should be new, but for some reason they didn't get the tag. That's interesting. Must be some kind of bug still present in the system. Here, adventurer's steak makes a void. If I turn that into a soup, that is still void. But as a level 2 dish, it should give me 2 void, right? Let's try that. And it gives you toughness. So if I were to eat it myself, I should go up to 5 void here, right? No, I actually gained +3. And level 2 toughness. Huh. That's actually very nice. Okay, just one more. Then we should be going back to regular alchemist business. So how about I make another soup? And you want the veil. Maybe more. Maybe even more. More than this. Okay, and you're not stacking again? Okay. So what if I don't use a soup? Okay, this is now a stew, which gives worker. Oh, there's actually quite a variety of buffs that you can gain. I might have to start making a new spreadsheet. Ooh. And now this one turns into something different. Okay, so looks like these dishes also work off their own internal recipes. That's nice. So this is Hunter's Stew. Let's see what that looks like. Holy shit, 13 nutrition. Yeah, one of these can sustain a grown man for 3 days. I rather like it. Now, what do we have here? Kraken spawn. You need pain or a potion of rage. You do have pain. That exactly matches the level of the adventure. So unless you're very unlucky, you should be capable. Let's see, can I make a rage potion just in case? No, I cannot. Needs a stinging tree concentrate. And that would take me too much time. maybe for the next one, if we fail here. Okay, you have managed to do it. Very nice. And we should be getting possibly a third challenge. Wonder what that's about. Okay. Mirror. Potion of lightning flash. Which is one of the more expensive potions I can do. Let's see. And I don't have any of the ingredients. That's a bit of a problem. Okay, let's check with you just how much veil this hunter's stew is gonna give. Because if it's substantial enough, then I might use it very often. Okay, this appears to be 3 mirrors still. No, 3 veil, sorry. And the buff stays for 905 seconds. That is an extremely generous time. I think I'm gonna make Hunter's Stew for myself. Or rather, I would if I wasn't already so high on veil. But still, this is pretty nice. Oh, you know what? Maybe this cook quality does in fact greatly increase the amount of hunger that you gain. And probably the duration of the buff is tied to the hunger that it restores. At least that is what I'm going with at this very moment. Because otherwise I don't see how a single food item could give you buff duration of 900 seconds. That's obscenely long. We're gonna experiment a little bit. These two are just some basic steamed turnips, made by yours truly, with no cook skill. But if I do it with a level 3 cook, okay, so apparently cook doesn't change the amount of nutrition that you get from a food while making it. Okay, that's one level of complexity that I don't mind not having. But still, what this would mean is that if you make food that gives you the cook quality, then you can keep eating other foods. Then it should be stacking. Or at least the very first food that you eat after that. You know, that's a good question. Food buffs shouldn't be stacking, right? But the big question is, do they happen the moment you eat it? Because if they do, then if I make you eat something that gives you even more cook levels, and then eat something else that should be buffing you to hell and back. You know what? I'm almost done with the potions. Then you're going back to do the Kraken Falls, but after that I'm gonna experiment a little bit. That's probably not gonna take 15 minutes. It's still ridiculous. If I double up on meat, that is a roast, and it gives warrior. Oh, and warrior increases your chances during an expedition. That is very nice to know. Okay, so the quality doesn't seem to be doing all that much here. Alright, I made one warm pottage and one spiced pottage. So this should be level 2. Level 1, sorry. This should be level 2. I used mushroom paste for this one, so it has an extra kick. And now for the experiment. You have level 1 in cook. If I give you this, that should give you 1 more. Possibly put you up to level 2 cook. And indeed, hello Inquisitor. Please fuck off. Don't have the time to play around with you. Also, I still got a bunch of stuff. Now, back to this. So with a level 1 cook, the buff was 200 seconds, 205. But because you have a level 2 cook now, if I were to eat this one, that gives even more. That should make the buff timer also go up, if what I think is right. Yeah, full hunger, replace the current effect. So if I am right, and the duration of the buff and the amount of hunger is directly proportional to the level of cook that you have, then this should, I don't know, maybe double it, so it should be 400 seconds. Let's find out. 275. Okay, not an exponential increase, but still much better. And now that you are a level 3 cook, if I were to give you steamed turnip, that would remove the cook quality that is tied to this buff and give you the generic +1 veil buff, right? One way to find out. Okay. So if I'm seeing this correctly, then with this level 3 cooking, we should be looking at around 350 seconds of buff from this turnip. Let's see. Nope, still 275. Okay. Well, at least now we know. So eating one warm pottage before eating the food that you actually want the buff for is actually beneficial. So I think I'm going to use it only on my guy. Okay, you have the acid. Let's stay one step ahead of the expedition. Make sure you have everything. Alright, you have succeeded, and didn't even need to use the corrosive potion. That's very good. I can use that for an ascension potion. Got a leather diary. Yeah. Ooh. Tier 3 Veil artifact. That's very nice. Really could have used this earlier. That plus 9 is basically guaranteeing success in a lot of things. Sword Star Astrolabe. Okay, hold on. This is a little weird. Unless the workstation doesn't go above 3. This is a tier 3 path key, which we get from the faraway mountains. So technically this should be tier 4. But anyway, we got the most important thing here. As soon as I decipher this, we should be getting a map to the new area. Strong potions don't seem to be stacking. I don't remember if that was an issue before. I know that they don't stack with the regular ones. Oh well. So now that you're available still got a whole lot of time on your buff. Do you think maybe you can handle the Troll Stonehenge for me? A little bit of home cooked food, just because. And then we will see. Now, what do I need for this astrolabe? Yeah, need to improve the library. The only problem is I do not have the blueprint for that. I think it's the only one that I haven't upgraded fully. I do have one for the reverse stash. Have the house upgrade, just not gonna use it because it's too goddamn expensive. Plus I don't even have royal materials. Which is basically what I am missing here. And by process of elimination, that recipe is gonna have to be here. This is the only one I haven't already done. So once I manage to do that, I have technically reached another bottleneck, I suppose. Which would mean that I would need a little bit of idle time to get everything up to speed. So I don't need to cut it from the recording. So what's it gonna be? Song or sculptor potion? Okay. Success. Ooh, we got something new here. Saint Erasmus's Wind. what's a level 6 melody? That's a problem. I have a feeling at this point this would just kill one of my guys if I leave it be. Needs a lot of pain. Or a potion of fear. Yeah, my guy is a little preoccupied at the moment. So are you. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to deal with this one in time. That's a bummer. Meanwhile, you encountered lingering spirits. Needs void for a mummification potion. Okay, so far so good. Let's see. Success. That's what I like to see. Okay, even though it is scientific curiosity that makes the world go round, I'm really not in the mood today to check what this thing does. So, I'm just gonna supercharge my pain. You don't need pain. Okay. Well, not the reward that I had in mind. Alright then. Well, free corpse always means free potion. So that is something. And finally, some fading runes. Oh, and you only need the regen potion. That is extremely generous here. So I'm guessing I don't even need these. Very nice. If I put the connective potion. That's good enough for a silver, but not a bronze. Huh. Okay, looks like this is one bug that seems to be persistent. When you pull something out of a stack, the whole stack gets replaced. Back to you. Oh, and you managed even that one. Very nice, good sir. Very productive. Scrolls of the Dead Face. It's only level 8 void. I can crack that easily. Oh, now we're talking. And the code is cracked. Let's see. Got a curse potion. Potion of will. And the murmur of creation. Oh, that's a tier 4. Don't have that one yet. Very nice. Now, what are you about? Void. And pain. Okay, still no song. Weirdly enough. Okay, and for the last thing I do today, let's go on about cracking this book. Needs 8 void. I put this on. Okay. There we go. Nice, easy and cheap. Okay, let's see. Ah, there we go. There's the song potion I wanted. Potion of Unhasty Mountain. Requires Sandew. Again. Tier 3 potion that needs tier 4 ingredients. Not a fan of that. And speaking of, this is a tier 4 potion. Okay, had one already. And another one. Slowly running out of place to put these. Okay, Potion of the Walking Dead. Requires Ghost Slime, whatever that is. Mandrake Blood. Yeah, not gonna be making this anytime soon. Also got a blueprint for a factory. Ah, tier 4 upgrade for the smithy. Again, royal materials. That seems to be the bottleneck at this point of the game. And an internal code. Alright, so far so good. Hold on a moment. If I already did everything, and I can't research this without a library upgrade. Then where am I going to find it? Now that's a question. It's gonna be somewhere, right? Not in any of these, because I have run them multiple times already. It's probably in one of these. Gonna research this one first. Maybe there's gonna be something here. You know what? Maybe that's it. Since this is the level 2 path key. That is from the hills. So in a fresh game, this should be the one that enables you the singing valleys. And because you would be graduating from tier 2 to tier 3. Maybe that is where you get the library upgrade. Possibly. We're just gonna have to see. But that should be the next time. Well, this has been a rather productive session. Did away with 2 entire expeditions. Found all the new path keys. Didn't even mention, but I really like the design on these things. Properly spooky and esoteric, as they should be. And we started playing around with the new food system. That's very nice. Next time, probably gonna spend a little time off recording, setting all the ascension potions ready, and then we're gonna see what the next level of being an alchemist will bring us. But for now, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, then please give it a like, really helps me with the algorithm. And as always, I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, practice safe alchemy and good brewing.